Beauty is such a touchy subject that oftentimes people tend not to be honest about it. And that makes total sense because nobody wants to be seen as unattractive. I'm not saying it's everybody's goal in life to be a beauty queen or a stud muffin, but still, they don't want to be seen as unattractive. We've even come up with these nonsensical phrases such as everyone's beautiful in their own way to try to avoid the fact that some people are just not physically attractive. For most people, and again I said most people, being tall is more desirable than being short. But we don't say something as ridiculous as everybody's tall in their own way. We know that some people are short and we accept that fact. When speaking of money and money only, most people would prefer to be rich over being poor. But we don't say that everybody's rich in their own way. And again, I mean rich as in money and money only. So why is it that when it comes to beauty, we want to stretch it out and try to make it include everybody? Well, one reason is the one I mentioned back at the beginning of the video, which is that no one wants to be seen as unattractive. Also, it can be quite awkward to have to tell someone that you don't find them attractive. It's much more comfortable to say, you're not my type, we don't click, or we just don't have that chemistry. But there's another reason why beauty may be seen as something that is all-inclusive. It's because unlike height and wealth, beauty is based solely on opinion. While there is no defined line as to where short ends and tall begins, most people will agree that an adult who is 7'2" is tall, while an adult who is 4'2" is short if we base it on the average height of the population. There is no way to determine beauty other than opinion. That's why we have the saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, because we all behold things and decide for ourselves whether we think they're beautiful or not. Nobody tells us what we think is attractive. I'm not saying that people's preferences are not influenced by outside forces, but that's not the same thing as someone telling you what you think is attractive. You decide that for yourself. If you don't find Beetlejuice attractive, no amount of reasoning or telling you why you should find him attractive is actually going to make you find him attractive. People like what they like and they don't like what they don't like. But wait a minute. If beauty is solely based on opinion, then technically wouldn't everybody be beautiful? Because except for the most extreme cases, most people will be able to find somebody who finds them attractive, or at least find them attractive enough to be with them. Okay, technically that is true, but still there are people on this earth who would never make the cover of a magazine if it was based solely on their good looks. So how does that happen? If everybody just needs one person to say they're beautiful to be considered beautiful, then why are some people still excluded from being beautiful? It's because even though beauty is determined by opinion, there's such a thing as popular opinion. And by popular opinion, we mean the opinion that most people hold, or the opinion held by the largest group of people. It is not necessary for every single person on earth to find a certain person attractive in order for that person to be considered universally attractive. It is only necessary for most people to think they're attractive. So if you personally don't find Brad Pitt attractive, it really doesn't matter because of the popular vote, and the popular vote says that he is. On the flip side, it is not necessary for everyone in the world to find a certain person unattractive in order for them to be universally unattractive. Because in the case of most people, they're at least going to have their mother say they're attractive. So the one or two people who may find an unattractive person attractive does not negate the millions or even billions of people who think they are unattractive. The popular vote is what makes some people ugly and some people beautiful, and most of us just average. Also, most people, if they're honest, know about how attractive they are based on the reaction they get from other people to their looks. Okay, so some people are going to be excluded from being beautiful based on popular opinion. But aside from that, everybody can't be beautiful, because if everybody's beautiful, then the word beautiful has no meaning. The whole reason that we have words that describe is because there are going to be people or things to which that word does not apply. If every man in the world were a king and every woman a queen, then there would be no need for either one of those words. The reason we have the word summer is because there's other seasons. The reason we have the word day is because sometimes it's not daytime. The reason we have the word female is because some people are male. And the reason we have the word beautiful is because some people are not. Now, I know that the media do play a role in what's considered beautiful and what's considered not beautiful. But even if there were no media, there would still be a popular opinion, and that popular opinion would exclude some people. There is no way to establish a standard that is going to include everybody. Life is not kindergarten where everybody's going to get a turn. Some people will get multiple turns while others will get none.